So another year, another month, and another state of play hosted by PlayStation. Before the event, it was promised to have new reveals and eye-catching updates for the PS4 and PS5 titles, and to also focus on games from Japanese publishers. Now let's jump into the video on all the games and announcements that you missed in the state of play hosted by PlayStation. Starting off, you have GigaBash, a new take on a classic monster fighting genre. It's a kaiju brawler with 4-player versus gameplay. It's going to feature a unique roster of 10 monsters that players will get to use on launch day. No official release date yet, but it's expected to be released this year on PS4 and the PS5. Next up, we have Gundam Evolution. A new Gundam game was announced and is set to be released on PS4 and 5. Gundam Evolution is going to be a free-to-play multiplayer game which will pit 6 players against another 6 with their Gundams. It's going to have 3 competitive modes including point capture, destruction, and domination. There will be a network test coming this spring for those who are interested. And now we have Ghostwire Tokyo. Ghostwire Tokyo, Bethesda's new IP, is only a couple of weeks away, and we just got a new trailer which will probably be its last before its launch. The trailer shows our protagonist Akito and his fight to save his sister. We also get a glimpse of his abilities, some combat, and free running. The game is set to release on March 25th this year. Do you guys remember those old TMNT games back in the day? Well, rejoice fans, cause the Cowabunga collection is bringing them all in one amazing package on the PS4 and PS5. This includes about 10 games and will be released sometime in 2022. Next up, we have Trek to Yumi. From the little we've seen of this game, every new trailer is like a hype machine getting us excited for this black and white game. In the reveal, we got a new story trailer showcasing part of what we could expect from the hero, Hiroki's journey, who is a young and inexperienced swordman, honoring his dying master's last wish by protecting his town and its people. It looks amazing, nostalgic, as if you are starring in your own Kurosawa movie. It's set to release on PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox as well this spring. Next on the list, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. It looks like Dio and Jotaro and the rest of the gang are returning to fighting games. A remake of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle was announced at the State of Play. This game was originally released back in 2014 on the PS3 and featured as many as 40 characters. This remake is increasing them to 50, pulling characters both from the manga and an anime which is currently at the Stone Ocean arc. The game is also going to add many of the voice actors from the anime, which is sure to please many fans. No release date have been given yet, but it's expected to release this autumn. Coming up, we have DioField Chronicle, a new game from Square Enix, an RTS but introducing their own battle system called Real-Time Tactical Battle (RTTB), which is supposed to be a whole new deeply strategic real-time battle system. This is an epic tale of war featuring unique, stunning world, blending medieval, fantasy, and modern-day influences alongside its own unique battle system. It's also scheduled to release this year on the PS4 and 5, but no specific dates have been given out yet. Fans who were expecting a Final Fantasy XVI reveal were left disappointed as Strangers of Paradise was shown instead. At this point, the game is just days away. Players will be getting a new demo where they can experience the game firsthand. Players can download the demo today and the entire game will be released on March 18th. Square Enix once again returns to the world of Valkyrie with a new action role-playing game called Valkyrie Elysium, which is scheduled to release this year. According to the game's official description, a young Valkyrie is entrusted with the fate of the world by the All-Father, the highest god and ruler of all creation. She will face various enemies on a quest and must utilize a variety of weapons, magic, and the power of her allies to prevent Ragnarok, the destruction of the world. Honestly, this game looks interesting, gives me a Genshin Impact vibe aesthetically, but also with its own unique style and graphics. The game is going to be released for the PS4, PS5, and PC sometime in 2022. At the third spot, we have Returnal. Sony's well-received PS5 exclusive was announced to be coming with an update called Ascension. The roguelike game is adding a co-op and a new survivor mode called The Tower called Sisyphus. I mean, this name is just ridiculous. I don't even know whether I'm pronouncing it right. Which sees you battle monstrous creatures and bosses. Unlike the other mentioned games, Returnal Ascension has a release date and soon too, as it comes on March 22nd this year. At number 2, we have Forspoken. With fans disappointed by the recent delay of this massive anticipated game until later this year, we're still treated to a new trailer for this fantasy adventure. It allowed us to take a closer look at some of the abilities players will be able to get to use during their own adventures in the game. Even though I'm also disappointed for its delay, I'm glad the developers are taking their time to polish the game more for us to enjoy. Now to end the list, we have Exoprimal. When fans saw some of the screenshots and the beginning of the trailer and this character, they thought that it was going to be Dino Crisis. I mean, it's dinosaurs. And with them seeing this character, fans finally thought that maybe they were listening to, but nope, they were just kicked in the balls, cause this is just a new IP from Capcom. A game where you fight dinosaurs who fall from the sky in an exosuit. I don't mind about the way they were teasing and trying to get fans hyped up for a game they thought they were going to get, only to be greeted with a new IP. It's just a low blow from this company. Anyway, players will be able to take the mantle of Exo fighters and battle this threat in the hopes of keeping humanity alive. Honestly, the trailer looks absolutely crazy and I can't wait to experience this world, even though I'm a little disappointed that this wasn't Dino Crisis. The game is going to be using Capcom's new engine and will be released sometime in 2023 on PS4 and PS5. And that's it for the games announced at the State of Play. Which game are you most excited for and why? As for me, my most anticipated game, I mean in the top 3 or top 5 at least, is Forspoken. I think this game looks amazing. I mean, what can I say? I'm a sucker for open world games. But do let me know in the comments below all your thoughts. What games do you think they were going to be announced? What were you hoping to see? And your favorite game coming this year? I hope you subscribe and turn on that post notification bell and leave a like for the video. It helps the channel out. As always, Nerdy Sage here. See you in the next video.